Hi, I'm Janice, business coach and founder of Way to Better Business Coaching. Welcome to the very first session of the Make Growth Happen series. This is where we take a more holistic approach to business growth. And what we do, we're basically tearing the business apart, looking at each aspect of the business separately, and then putting it back together in a more powerful way. So, welcome aboard this journey. First of all, before we get started, I'm going to take it real and I'll be using my notes. I will be sharing with you based on my own experiences, what I've learned throughout my journey in business, also what I've learned from others. Now, before that, feel free to download the workbook, Make Growth Happen workbook. I will put the link in the chat. This is what I'll be using as the guide as I share with you. The first thing we're going to look at today is what does growth look like to you? This is a very important question to ask for every business owner. And we have to think of what is the definition of growth. And a simple definition for a growing business is one that is expanding in one or more ways. But there's something that we need to really understand as well. In business, growth isn't a strictly defined concept. So there is no single metric that can be used to measure business growth. Instead, what we have several data points that we use to be able to help us to know if a business is growing. So some of them may include the obvious, like sales, revenue, profits, also the value of the business, maybe the number of customers or the number of employees that the business has. But what I really want to point out today when it comes to looking at growth, I want us to know that with growth, your definition for growth as a business owner will be different from my definition of growth as a business owner. It will be different from another business owner as well. We may be in the same industry, delivering similar services or similar products, but our definition of growth would be different. Why? Because each business is different and each business owner is different and each business owner has a different vision for the business. Now, my vision for my business may be that I want to expand to a number of geographical locations, whereas your vision for your business may be that you want it to get to a point where you can sell it and retire comfortably. Those are two completely different visions. So that means now growth would look differently for me as it would for you. So we really want to think about what growth looks like to you as the business owner. So really think about your vision, where you really see the business in the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the line. And think about what growth would look like, taking into consideration the journey that it's taking to that vision. So really think about that, and that will help you to have a clearer definition of what growth looks like to you. Then you can see what the figures would look like, what the profits would look like, what the number of employees would look like, what maybe the number of customers would look like, based on where you see it going. So start with what growth looks like to you as the business owner. And don't think about what other people are doing with regards to how they're taking their businesses with growth. Why? Because different businesses are at different stages as well, right? Some may be at the startup. At the startup, growth is different. Somebody's view of growth will be different from a business that is more established. So really think about where you are. Don't go comparing your business to other businesses in a way that it gets you down and depressed. Focus on where you are and where you want your business to be and that vision that you have for the business, and use that to be able to help you to really define what growth looks like to you. And in that way, you'll be able to develop a strategy and an action plan to take you to where you want the business to go to. So thank you for joining me for the first session of the Make Growth Happen series, and looking forward to sharing with you in the next session. Remember, the question that you need to really think about now is, what does growth look like to you?